Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Hassan Irshad. I hope you all are doing well. This is my first tutorial on series of videos regarding how to handle the geospatial data and when you have very raw GPS trajectories. A set of activities in this tutorial will also help you that how can you prepare and mold such unclaimed geospatial data and plug your machine learning algorithms to dig out the causality relationship of geospatial data with other stuff. So mapping GPS point latitude and longitude between the OSM nodes, or in simple words, we can say if we want to assign the longitude and latitude to some nearest road, this tutorial will help you a lot. By the way, OSM stands for OpenStreetMaps, and it's also called Wikipedia of Maps, where millions of contributors are voluntarily contributing to improve the geometries and enriching the POI details. So this is the agenda of this tutorial, and I will try to cover all the aspects which I have mentioned here. What installation we have required to achieve our objective, what actually the problem was, what data we have, to which data we have to deal with. Later, actually the raw GPS trajectories reside in this data. Later I will tell you what is OSRM, and this is basically the main lifesaver in the whole mess of data. And then after covering some administrative stuff, we will perform hands-on implementation and will write a few lines of code which will not only map to the roads but also save in CSV format. So in final output we have lat and long, and we have road and node information. After that we will validate. After that we will validate extracted road name and node IDs that we have extracted from OSM map, that the metadata we have assigned to lat and long actually exist on OSM maps. In this video I will just take one latitude and longitude and assign it to nearest road or set of start node or end node. In next video I will run the same activity by taking the series of longitude and latitude to somehow automate that batch processing. So before move on to the real implementation of this task, there are some prerequisites in terms of software which one must have in their working environment. So you require these installation prior to perform this task. You must have Python installed 3.7 or later. If you are watching this after 2019, you may use latest version that will exist at that time. For IDE, again it's upon your choice. You may use Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm IDE, or you just simply write in Notepad or Notepad++, save it with .py extension and run that file with Python command on CLI. And you have some sort of flexibility in host operating system. You may do this either on Ubuntu or Windows. I would like to say that I have performed these tasks on both operating systems. In my case, I'm much inspired from Spider, and it's also popular in Python community, which are more biased towards real production of software than of those who just want to learn Python or perform some research activities. So some stuff for motivation behind Spider IDE, that it has many navigation windows that where you can debug on runtime that which variable has which kind of data that it currently holds. It will fast your debugging and coding mechanism. And you can open multiple console, run multiple codes at a time. That's why I'm using this Spider IDE. Now, now let's move on to the problem statement. What problem actually was, I try to visualize the problem through this image, where a tracker continuously emitting GPS point along or near the road, but not exactly on the road. So if we just have pair of lat and long, can we determine the road name or nodes information? OSRM API actually help this in achieving this. These are basically the nodes. These nodes can be U-turn, roundabout, or junction of two roads. So we will try to figure out not only the road names from lat and long, but also the adjacent nodes of that particular pair of lat and long. This is the dataset from some XYZ tracking company, where we have timestamp at which tracker triggered the data, pair of longitude and latitude, speed at which vehicle had at that time, direction. This direction column has angle in it and its values are varying from 0 to 360. Then we have reason column. Reason column is self-explanatory, and finally we have altitude from sea level. You can see that there is no information about road, city, or country information. That's why this was just raw data for me. I have anonymized the data set and dropped the unit IDs to keep the anonymity as supreme concern. And as far as concerned with the scope of this tutorial, you do not require unit IDs, as we have to deal with just lat and long, which it actually has. So bringing the lat and long in the vicinity of node IDs and the main objective of this entire set of activities. Once you attach the lat and long to some standard point of reference, which is in this case node IDs, you may further attach the other map attribute, important POIs like hospitals, mosques, banks, restaurants, near to this GPS trajectory, and so on. What is OSRM? OSRM is equivalent to Google Direction API. So every feature which you are expecting from Google Direction API, you may expect from OSRM. That's why I use the word equivalent. What Google Direction API provides, when you pick up location and drop location, for example, I want to travel from NUS University to ComSats, the attributes which in return we get on map, the ETA, estimated time of arrival, distance, shortest possible route, all these features are provided by Google Direction API and Google Distance Matrix API. But if you deploy this on your application, you have to pay a heavy cost. For example, if in future you want to build a hail riding service like Uber or Careem, and you are using Google Direction API, you have to pay the amount for each request. So OSRM here comes into the picture, where you can use all services similar to Google Direction API and free of costs. I will make a tutorial on how can you build your own routing server using OSRM. So stay tuned to my channel. So these are services that OSRM provides, which includes nearest service, route service, table service. Route service is similar to Google Direction API. Table service is similar to Distance Matrix API. Match service, trip service for optimization of routes, shortest possible routes. It's also provided by OSRM. and OSRM also provide the tile services. This is the code where I have imported the necessary libraries. First of all, I have imported the request libraries. As we have to deal with API and OSRM has exposed their API through get and post methods. So for using get and post method, I have required this request library. For necessary conversions like JSON to CSV, I have imported pandas, but pandas also has very rich data analytics functions as well. Then for converting the nested document of JSON into flat table, I have imported JSON normalized. For dealing with JSON and CSV stuff, I have imported these libraries. Here I have called the OSRM API and saved into separate URL variable. You can see in the API the lat and long which I have taken from my raw GPS trajectories I have passed here as comma separated. I have passed this URL to get method and response is saved in data variable. Here is that data variable. Then I have converted it into flat table and normalized using this function. The whole data get flattened and take the shape of dictionary. Here is that function, and the response is saved as dictionary data type into flat variable. Later I have converted that dictionary into data frame, and that data frame eventually converted into CSV. This is the path where I have where our final output resides. Now let's run the code. By right clicking, I will run the code. So run the cell. Here is our final output. Reside on this path. You can see in the output the success message from API that he retrieved the data correctly. Now let's go to the output location and see the output. Here is our CSV. By right clicking, I have opened this. Here is our start node and end node against those lat and long which I have passed, which I have taken from raw GPS trajectories, and it also retrieved the road name, that is Grand Trunk Road. I am hoping that you have enjoyed the tutorial. The GitHub link code of this video is present in the video description. In next video, I will send the entire column of lat and long to OSRM API and will try to automate the batch processing. If you have liked the tutorial, please like, share and subscribe my channel. See you in next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.